Okay, hi everyone. I just wanted to come on here today and do a little video, and tomorrow we'll get back on track. But today's video is about just recent events, and I didn't do a video yesterday because I need everybody to just calm down and find some peace for themselves, everyone, including me. I deleted all the comments that were from yesterday's or the other day's video, and it's just so negative and crazy, and it doesn't really pertain to a grieving mother's story about her child dying. So let's just remember that, find peace in your heart, and just remember. Here's what I wanted to say today. Like, everybody's hurting, and you got to remember something. See, like, you started this, whoever you is. I'm just saying it because I don't know, but the thing of it is that you started this by people making calls and calling around the funeral home and things. And I just, we're grieving over here. And I didn't slander anybody. I didn't say any names. I just feel like people are reading into this way too deeply. I never mentioned anything about a ticket. I just felt that, people are, in my heart, I felt like, people were calling around and calling other family members that I'm close with. And when someone says they called when someone says that they called that family member, and they're telling me that the estranged family members calling the funeral home, and then in the same breath sit there and say something like, oh, you kind of see that the GoFundMe's doing quite well, and you're calling around to see if you can maybe come to on certain dates. I mean, I don't know what to think, and I'm not. No hard feelings. I'm lost too, and you're looking for a death certificate, and it doesn't exist yet. It doesn't work that way. The funeral's going to be the funeral when the funeral happens, and I'll be sure to let you go. You guys will know. I don't want to have anybody really not be there. If you want to be there, you go. And I just don't, for you guys to come on my channel and even make comments like, I'm going to pay my Victoria's Secrets bill with my GoFundMe money. I mean, this is ridiculous. I never said no such thing. Just because I owe them money, which they're never going to get that money because we had a falling out. But I don't owe anybody else, and I don't plan on ever giving them any money. But that's none of your business anyway, now is it? So I could do whatever I want with that money because it's for my life and what I need it for, and you mentioned in the comments how much funeral costs and so forth, and a death certificate and all this stuff. I mean, it's none of your business, many extras. You think the funeral costs $6,000, but there's so many extra costs that aren't included in that $6,000. I'll just give you one example, like the burial grounds, another $800. That is not included in any funeral cost. You guys, please, just leave me and my son's life alone. What I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to go forward and take care of things that I have to take care of. Now, I want to say that, you guys, somebody was saying in the comments that you're mad at me when I said, you're dead to me. My estranged family member was dead to me, and because I've mourned that enough. And I want you to know, I didn't say that you were dead to me until you'd already made comments saying that I would never meet the grandkids anyway. And, what do you want me to say? What do you want from me anyway? Aren't I dead to you? It's been 10 years almost. 10 years have gone by almost. And aren't I dead to you? So how could you be mad at my statement? I don't understand it, and I just don't understand. And I wanted to tell you guys this too. These are not, when I do YouTube videos, here's something else. These are not random people on the internet that I talk to. These are my friends, and we've been close for years. We talk on the phone, we do emails, we send gifts back and forth. We all know about each other's lives. So when they read your comments, you hurt them too. Just like you're sticking up for my estranged daughter and saying things, and my friends are going to say things too. And this is what I want to put a stop to. Let's just don't do that anymore. Everybody mind their own business, and, and just stop. These are my videos and my vlogs of what a grieving mother is going through, and it's helpful. It's been very helpful. It's not for pity or anything, or views or anything. And I think my good friends, everybody knows that. I'm asking for peace upon my home, and for you to sit there and say that I'm a fraud, First of all, don't even bother me. I'm not easily rattled, but, you're rattling other people, and I think it's sad, I mean, you need to find some peace in your heart, please, because I'm going to be just fine, and I'm getting through this, and it's going to be okay with the help of my friends. But you guys made it about something else, you're calling around hurting other people as well, My granddaughter's pregnant. Leave her alone. Stop calling around and saying things upsetting people. Please. We've all had family problems. At the end of the day, we're good. My granddaughters had an evil stepmom, and, they were being brainwashed, and lots of problems happened, and my daughter was having a hard time even hanging on. She reached out to you sisters, complaining about something and talking about her story and maybe even ripping on me because, whatever I said or did. That's what I want out of my kids. I wanted all my siblings to get together and don't even bring me up or the past. Just be siblings, I've seen my oldest daughters reaching out to you two girls as sisters to have a fucking relationship. So for you to sit and put in a video comment yesterday or the other day that you screenshot things, that's throwing your family under the bus. That's terrible. If you want to screenshot, you go right ahead, but that is so wrong. It reminds me of somebody else I know, like during my divorce. You want to, go ahead and record everything and then twist things around or not let everybody hear the full story. That's okay, but, you're not going to do it to my family anymore. So just stop. Stop whoever's out there just like that, because I want to tell you something. The way I view things is that everybody's hurting, and divorce is a bad thing too, and people grieve over that. I'm going to tell you something. Everybody's hurting right now, and I want to say this: grief is a dangerous thing, and it's powerful. It's a very bad thing. Grief is very dangerous, and I want you to remember those words. You're going to remember that I taught you that, and you're going to remember the rest of your life that grief is dangerous. Yeah, so I want to tell you something. When I was going through my divorce, I drank a bottle of wine a day. I mean, I didn't drive and drink or get the kids in the car or anything like that. And we all done stupid things, but I'm going to tell you something. I was grieving my family life that was ending. I was grieving the kids. I was grieving so much that, I started hurting so much. It was terrible because you don't understand the whole story and exactly how that divorce actually really started. But the thing of it is that I was so grieving so much and so much pain. I drove to the doctors to get help, and I don't even remember driving there. So he could get me on antidepressants and help me in my life. And, that's the only drugs I took. But, I didn't take drugs. I did drugs. 1984 was the last time I ever did any drugs, because God's been there for me and he helped me. I haven't touched anything since. So if you guys believe whatever you want, it doesn't matter to me. But let me tell you something, how powerfully dangerous grief is. When the coroner knocked on my door and got me out of bed with 2 police officers with him, I wasn't sure what to think. And it took them an hour to get it to convince me, to tell me, not convince me, but it took them an hour, at least an hour, to tell me that my son was dead. And they needed dental records because he's basically spontaneous combustion of my child. Yeah, that's grief, people. I wanted to drive off a fucking cliff, okay? You betcha. But lucky for me, I have people that care about me and love me, and, and through my daily vlogs get through things because I'm finding peace in my heart and peace with things. And I'm going to be okay. But remember that. Grief will make you do crazy things. And thank God I have people that reel me in. Because I knew in my heart at the end of the day I wasn't going to drive off a cliff. But I'll tell you what, you want to. You want to. And that's it for today, everybody. Please, everybody, just go back to your lives. Be normal, and then give your kids a hug, Tell your family you love them. Tell your kids you love them, and have a nice Christmas with your kids. And don't worry about me and my life and bringing up the past. Like I said, the past is for time travelers. Get going with your own life. And for my regular people, my friends out there, I'll see you tomorrow and back to the regular videos.